Hey guys, Chris at Rockford Ordnance. I think I'm going to start saying RO. Maybe it's too early to do that. Maybe not enough people know, but Rockford Ordnance wasn't my first choice. It really has nothing to do with nothing. My son came up with it actually, but I think I'm going to go to RO, Rockford Ordnance. Just say RO from now on. So hey, Chris from RO. It's kind of late at night and working all day, and got home and was kind of bored, so I figured, hey, I'll put a video up. And got my coffee. Always got to have coffee. I love coffee. Brings up something else. Any of you guys tried that Black Rifle coffee? I thought might be something cool to try, but it's probably overpriced. I don't know. Haven't looked into it. If any of you guys have tried it, know about it, anything like that, drop a comment down below. I might try it. I found some stuff around out of Michigan that I like and some other stuff, but always looking for something a little different. Hazelnut too, that's always good. Anyways, little coffee to keep us going here, and something a little different tonight. I told you this channel would be more than just AKs, but it usually kind of revolves around something combloc, so thought I'd bring you some pistols tonight, and we've got some Makarovs. Got a Bulgarian here, and the obligatory East German. Never really cared too much about them, My dad was just a huge fan of these things, and you gotta get a Makarov, gotta have a Makarov. These are great guns, much more powerful than people think. You should see what I do with these things. Shoots through a 55-gallon drum. I put down a deer with it, all this stuff. He was a police officer and had to deal with a lot of wildlife, and if they'd get a call of an injured one or something, he'd put one down one time with it, and always tells the story how it went down, didn't move a muscle, this and that. Okay, well, whatever. My research brings me to believe that it's true, it's Makarov round falls somewhere between a .380 and a 9mm. It's actually 9x18. So yeah, the 9mm is the same diameter. 18 is the case is a hair shorter than the 9x19 Luger or Parabellum, whatever you want to call it. I found out too that if you want to reload these things, you can use a 9mm case and take the time, trim them back, and reload them as Makarov. At least that's what I've heard. Don't take it as gospel, because I don't want to get anybody hurt with reloading. I love reloading, but I'm not going to give advice on it because I'm too new at it. Might get somebody in trouble. But anyhow, my dad's been a huge proponent of Makarovs for years and years and years, and he's had this East German forever. Not sure where he bought it, but he got it somewhere and carried it as a carry gun and sometimes a backup gun when he was on the street. When he got it, the thing was absolutely mint. It's still really, really nice. It's showing a little muzzle wear from being in the holster. A couple scratches on. These are the original grips, by the way. You'll see a lot of them that came in with like a thumb shelf here, or rubber grips or stuff like that. These are the original East German grips, and hopefully I can give you a close-up of this. Pretty nice gun. Good shape all the way around. Hopefully it's focusing for you guys. And I think maybe you can see a little of the muzzle wear up here, but other than that, the gun's pretty pristine. A little wear maybe on the safety here too, right there. But nice gun. And I don't even know if I had ever shot it, but you know, I've shot them now. They're pretty snappy. This Bulgarian, he was just in town, so he brought me this and said here, because I had mentioned them. I had seen them, you know, there were some back in. Century had imported, and God knows how many other importers had imported them. Oh, 4, 5, 6 years ago, the Bulgarians, and there was a new batch in town, and he ended up at a local gun shop and found this and got it for me. I think I want to say he paid $275, something like that. Anyhow, he got it for me and brought it for me, and I started messing around with it, and I was shocked. I was used to this one, which is just silky smooth. I mean, even the double action trigger is so easy, so smooth, and when you rack the gun, it's like the parts were just perfectly mated for each other. Just glass, everything about it. This thing was rough, gritty, terrible trigger pull, everything. I ran about 50 rounds through it, and a lot of that smoothed out. The slide, just racking the slide, was terrible at first. Because this gun, guys, let me show you this, was unissued. Literally unissued, not a mark on this thing. If you see anything, it's just camera or dust or fingerprints or whatever. I didn't wipe it down before the video, but it's absolutely perfect. There's not a mark. There wasn't a scratch on the magazine, nothing on the barrel, not a mark anywhere, not on the hammer, nothing. Absolutely unfired, unissued, as 100% as a surplus gun gets. It was imported by Century, and this one, unlike some of the others that have a huge, you know, billboard down the side of the barrel or something, on this particular batch, Century did just a small importer mark right here. So not as bad as some of the older ones. It's a Circle 10. BA is the prefix. I know that stands for the year or batch number, but it starts out BA 30. I had looked it up in a chart, but I forget where that puts it. It was a partial year, I want to say, something like that. Anyhow, the thing was gritty as hell, right? I ran 50 rounds through it, and the slide is not quite what that East German is, but tons better. Then I went to a Makarov site that seemed to be the be-all, end-all of Makarov sites, websites. And there was a drawing of the trigger and what bearing surface is to do, some trigger work to, and how to level it off based on when the trigger goes back, you get some rise, and how to even it out so you get a crisp break and everything. And I did that, again, removing very little metal, just smoothing things and whatnot, and it got a lot better. The double action is at least 4 or 5 times better than it was. The single action, there's some take up, but it's a clean, crisp break. The reset on it is long, but not horrible. If you compare the East German, much less take up, and much less shorter on the reset, I should say. As far as take up, about the same, but the reset is shorter on the East German. I also noticed that when you fire this in double action, you get kind of a springy of the hammer. It kind of vibrates back and forth. And this one doesn't do that. It's just boom and it stops, you know. Just some differences I noticed. I do like this Bulgarian because of these really cool Bakelite grips. They're brownish burgundy, and I really like how they kind of match the hammer color, and the safety color is kind of a plumish burgundy, if you can see. And the grips match it so nicely. It's just kind of a cool little thing. Same thing on the East German. It's got that plum color to the safety. Must just be the bluing or the difference in the metal. It took the bluing different, whatever. Oh, another huge thing. The safety on the East German is so nice and easy. And the safety on this damn thing, oh, I mean, it's tough and it's very sharp. It actually hurts your finger when you're doing it. And I've worked it and tried to break it in, and it just hasn't gotten there yet. Nice thing about this gun is, if you can see, has a decocker on it. So decocks it and it's on safe. 50 rounds through the gun, so not a lot. It's stiff. It does shoot nice though. As far as ammo, I found a box of Hornady, ran it through it, just full metal jacket. I did buy some critical defense ammo for it. It's available at most places. We had a hard time finding any Plinkin ammo today, but we did find this critical defense, so we'll use this. And I shot about a clip full just to see how it was. And this is kind of what I keep in the gun around the house, but it's that critical defense ammo. Nice stuff. I don't know if it's focusing, so I'll put my hand up here, but it shoots well. And then my buddy Jake, who you guys have seen from Too Fat Tactical, was at a gun show the other day and happened to find a box of Makarov on a table, and it says TCW ammunition, 9mm Makarov 9x18, made in Russia. Give you a shot of that there. That's what he found. And it's, maybe this is what my dad was talking about. He always told me if I found Russian ammo for it, some of the old surplus, that it was a little hotter than some of the stuff available today. It's got sealant around the bullet and sealant on the primer as well. See if it'll focus on that. And I haven't shot it yet, but I'd like to see if it is a little hotter than just the standard, you know, modern stuff that's out there. So we'll see. I think my dad's got a case of old surplus Makarov ammo too unopened somewhere. We'll have to break into that. He wants to do some shooting with these. So he gets me this one. He's got this East German. He gets to his winter home and realizes he didn't have a single gun down there, feels naked, goes out to the gun shop, buys himself, that's how he got this. He actually got two of these Bulgarians. Got one for himself, one for me. Goes back to the same gun shop a week later, and what's in the case but an East German. He was trying to hold the surprise in, but he couldn't, so he told me he got it for me. I haven't seen it yet other than a picture of it. If I can put the picture into the video, I will. It's the same gun, but it has a thumb rest grip on it. Hey guys, I got to putting this video together and I looked at the picture my dad sent me of that East German he got me, and like I said, I haven't seen it yet. He hasn't brought that one up here. And I get to looking at it and it looks like it's got a Bulgarian grip on it. But it's got a thumb shelf on the Bulgarian grip on the East German gun. So look at this pic here. Tell me what you guys think. Not sure. Did some of these East Germans come like that? Did someone put the wrong grip on it? The guy at the shop said that it was some kind of police or military model. Thought perhaps it was a bring back, something or other. You know, you get some stories from some guys at the shops, but who knows? Maybe it is something a little different. I've never seen one with these type of grips. Usually it's either the standard black plastic / Bakelite, or it's a rubber type aftermarket grip. I think they call them Pierce grips. But tell me what you think in the comments below, what you think this thing is. Like I said, I haven't seen it yet, so I can't tell you what it says on the other side of it or anything like that. But let me know what you think. Kind of interesting. Maybe it's nothing. I don't know. So I'll have to find the original Bakelite East German grip for it once he gets it to me, which will be a couple weeks. And conversely, his Bulgarian didn't have the Bakelite star grip on it. So, because he's been doing so many nice things for me, and this hardly makes up for it, but I got him a set of new old stock grips for it. And these grips are perfect. They're much nicer than mine. They all get scratched up here for some reason, and these are just perfect. So I got him these, so when he gets back up here in a couple weeks, I'll put these on for him. And essentially we're gonna both have one of each. We're each gonna have an East German and a Bulgarian. So that'll be kind of cool. We can go to the range and duel it out, I guess. But just wanted to bring you a quick video. These things are pretty cool. I like the way they break down. Real simple to strip these things. You pull down on the trigger guard and move it to the side a little bit, like that. And then you rack the gun all the way back and clear the slide and pull it off. So you're left with the slide and the frame. And part of what they say makes these guns so accurate is it's a fixed barrel. It's just a blowback design. Fixed barrel, spring pops off. That's another reason I knew this thing was unissued. There's not a mark on this barrel from the spring, nothing. And it's just so damn stiff. I did, like I told you, that little trigger work on it, and that helped tremendously. But super easy to field strip, to put it back together. And I've had everything out of the slide here, not too complicated, because I worked on some of the stuff in there a little bit. But to put it back together, all you do is slide it in, and I have a little hard time with it, but you bring it all the way back, and I'm going to screw this up or scratch it or something. All the way back like that, and slide it on, drop the trigger guard back in, and you're good to go. So that's it. While we've got these here, I just noticed I have a trigger gauge here. Be kind of neat, I think, to see how these guns compare in trigger pull. So why don't we do that? I'm almost scared to do the double action trigger pull on this Bulgarian. I wonder if it'll bottom the damn thing out or something, but let's see if we can do it here. Can you see that, guys? Let's see. Oh boy, here we go. Let's see. Let's get it maybe kind of close to the tip here. So at least it's going to be insane either way, I think. Probably damage the gauge. Yeah, we've bottomed out on the gauge. Yeah, it won't even, yeah, we've bottomed out, so, and it goes out to, God, I don't have my glasses here, let's see. Getting old guys need glasses to see anything. It goes to 8 pounds, so yeah, that's way over 8 pounds. Let's try the single action for kicks. It was well up by 8 pounds, and it came back. The gauge. This is one of them cheap gauges. It came back. Let's try that again. Hold on here. We're at 7.5. A little less than 7.5. Let's try that again. That time it broke at 8. So 7.5, 8 pounds on single action. Doesn't feel that. I don't know. Let's try East German, shall we? Let's just go right to single action and see how this sucker breaks here. Let's see. A little less than 5.5. So let's try this again. Let's see what we get this time. Closer to 5 that time. Do it one more time just to see. I'm curious. £5 pounds. So right around 5 pounds. Yeah, let's try the Bulgarian one more time for kicks. I'll brace it on here. I didn't do that before. Jesus. 7 pounds. Wonder if we can get this thing to go on double action on East German. Let's see. We'll give it one shot. Yeah, so high up on that trigger. These things are a pain in the neck. Pain in the dick. Nah, we're not. I'm gonna ruin the gauge. Probably already shot from bottoming it out. Damn thing. Nah, you're not gonna do it. They're just too heavy. Although it doesn't feel bad. So, there you have it. Quick field strip. They are handy. They got some heft to them. They're smooth. The East Germans are smooth, and I suspect this will smooth out too. This thing's had a few hundred, several hundred rounds to it, so I assume this one will get there too. But perfect carry size gun. It feels substantial, well made, terrible sights. They're just hard to pick up. They're fixed. I did put a dot of white paint on the front of this one just to be able to pick it up. I don't know if you can see it there. But here on the East German, I mean, they're just hard to pick up. So, crappy sights, but hey, this isn't, you know. I was plunking some in at 40, 50 yards though with these things. It's just a solid gun. It's eaten everything I've put through it. No mishaps with it whatsoever. Not a crazy powerful round, but snappy through the gun, I'll give it that. You get a nice little pump, you know. The safety over here, I kind of worry about my standard grip. I got to change it a little bit. Because that safety coming back, if it caught your thumb here, boy, oh boy, it'd probably cut the hell out of you. But neat gun, and good looking gun, beautiful bluing on both. I gotta say, well put together, and it's grown on me. It's one of those guns that's just grown on me. I don't like a 380 for personal protection, and I'm a 1911 guy. Yeah, it gets heavy after a while, and for something to tuck under the pillow or keep around, keep close by in the house or whatever. It's a nice little gun. It's substantial, and I'm sure it would do the job. So they've caught my interest. Dad, you finally won. You finally got some interest in a Makarov out of me. So thought I'd share them with you guys today. Just something a little different from what we usually do, and nice little collection here. I guess the only other thing to do to finish the collection would be to come up with a Russian and maybe a Norinco. I guess there's Chinese Norincos out there. Russian would be cool, that's for sure. There's a lot of guns out there that people say are Makarovs, and there are versions of them, the Polish and several different things, and they're not true Makarovs. From what I've learned, and I'm no expert, it's just what I've learned watching videos. I never claim to be an expert, but from what I've gathered, the true, real Makarovs are the Bulgarian, the East German, the Russian, and I think the Chinese Norinco. Other than that, there's really, everything else is kind of a different gun, but designed along the lines of these. So if I was going to add anything, I guess it would be a Russian. We'll see if I gain any interest in a Norinco or not, but I got a good start here, thanks to good old Pops. And I thought I'd share them with you. I'm lucky to have a dad like I got. He's just truly a good guy. And well, hope you enjoyed them. I think I got a little footage. Maybe we'll throw in a shooting these, and I'll get a picture of the East German that Dad got me that I haven't received yet, and I'll throw that in there. And let me know what you think. And when I get the other East German, we'll do some shooting and a little update to this video and go from there. If you don't have one, get one. They're fun little guns, and they're not a lot of money. Sorry to keep babbling. I know all my videos are long, and if you stick around and listen to all of them, I appreciate it. So thanks, guys. As always, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. RO out.